If I were to tell you that there was one simple spiritual practice that you could start doing today that would dramatically change your life for the better, you'd want to give it a go, wouldn't you? But if I use the M word, meditation, you probably couldn't click away fast enough. And I totally get it. I totally understand. But there is an ancient and very simple form of meditation that we used in Lemuria that is incredibly effective in creating positive change and significant shifts in your life. Hardly anybody talks about or practices it because it seems too easy or it's not popular on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to share this incredibly simple technique with you. And more importantly, I'm going to explain why this kind of meditation is so effective. Once you understand the why and the how, you'll definitely want to get good at meditating this way. And at the end, I'll give you some really valuable tips for being successful with this simple technique. Oh, and I'll also tell you the number one thing that people get wrong about this kind of meditating. There is so much information online about meditation. And unfortunately, much of it is just people repeating what other people have posted or said about it. So for the next few minutes, I want you to do your best to forget about what you think you know about meditating, or at least just set it aside for a few moments. The simple Lemurian approach to meditating that I'm going to share with you might sound familiar, but I'm going to explain it in a way that you've never heard before. This kind of meditation is not about mindfulness or awareness. It's not about releasing stress or resetting your nervous system or affirming to the universe what you want to manifest. It's much more powerful than that. And here's why. You are constantly thinking. Some researchers have estimated that we have between 40 and 50,000 thoughts per day. I've even seen estimates as high as 70,000. Now, if you think about all those thoughts during your waking day, how many of those thousands of daily thoughts do you reckon are positive, loving, expansive, uplifting? Well, for most of us, it's a slim percentage. Our thoughts are magnetic. Everything that we think, every thought that we think gets broadcast out into the universe. And the universe matches the vibration of those thoughts. And so whatever we manifest in our life through the law of attraction is based on the thoughts that we've been thinking. It's that simple. So if you can quiet your mind, if you can stop all thought, even for just a few moments, you stop negative thought and your overall vibration rises. You stop broadcasting thoughts that attract unwanted things into your life, and that is pretty significant. Now, here's something else I'd like you to consider. Your higher self, your guides and angels, the universe, they all need two things to happen in order to get answers and inspiration and guidance to you. Number one, your vibration needs to be high enough to receive what they're sending to you. Secondly, they need space between your thoughts. The magic is in the gaps. So if you're thinking constantly, all day, every day, just tens of thousands of thoughts continuously, there's no room for the universe, your higher self, your guides and angels to get information, guidance, answers, solutions to you. But if you can quiet your mind, you can start to open up gaps between the thoughts. And one of my mentors was really passionate about this. He kept saying, David, the magic is in the gaps between the thoughts. So when we slow our thinking down, when we actually quiet our mind, we create those spaces. Now, using a simple Lemurian approach to meditating, you can achieve both of those wonderful conditions at the same time. You can raise your vibration and you can create spaces or gaps in your consciousness that allows the universe to communicate with you. Here's the technique. It's really simple. You can do it with me right now. Take a deep breath. Slowly and gently inhale. And then exhale. Slowly and gently. Now, close your eyes and repeat. Inhale. And exhale. And as you continue to breathe, Just focus on the rhythm of your breathing in and out. You're staying relaxed. Your focus is gentle. All you're doing is paying attention to the rhythm of your breathing in and out. That's all it is. It's that simple. If you want to pause this video and just try it for 60 seconds, go for it. I know it's incredibly simple, but after 25 years of trying on different spiritual tools and techniques and practices, this is still the number one most effective spiritual practice that I use, and I use it every single day. An alternative to focusing on your breathing, on the rhythm of your breathing, is to gently focus on some kind of continuous but innocuous sound, like the sound of a fan or an air conditioning unit. My favorite is listening to the sound of our fridge. When I sit in the living room, I can hear the hum of our refrigerator, and it's just enough for me to gently focus on something and allow my breathing to continue in and out really gently. I'm not really thinking. And that's the key to this. You're not thinking. You're not efforting. This is really relaxed, and you're not paying attention to sounds or thoughts or whatever's going on around you or within you. Your only intention is to quiet your mind and, if possible, have no thought whatsoever. And it does take a little bit of practice. And some days are going to be easier than others. I've been doing this for decades, and I still have challenging mornings sometime where it's hard for me to just relax and focus. But the more you do this, the benefits are just compounding every day. And the key features of this very simple kind of meditation is it raises your vibration, your overall four-body vibration, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It loosens that veil, that energetic veil that exists between your human consciousness, your human self, and your higher self. And also, with practice, it trains your human consciousness and your body to be more open and relaxed, more positive and receptive. And what makes this so effective is the regular practice, the repetition, the commitment to making it part of your daily routine. So it's very simple, but it's easy to get sidetracked. It's easy to give up without fully realizing that you're moving forward. So here are my top tips for being successful with this very simple, ancient method of meditation. Now, the real magic of this method, and I was just alluding to this a moment ago, the real magic of this method is making it a daily practice. There is a cumulative effect that the more you do this on a daily basis, the more that your four-body system, your consciousness gets more acclimated, more used to existing at a higher frequency and being more open and receptive. Another key tip that I've learned over the years is that the earlier in the day you do it, the better. I do it almost as soon as I wake up in the morning. I lie in bed. When I wake up, I do some quick breathing exercise. I get up, drink a glass of water, and I go into the living room and I meditate. That is my morning routine. The earlier you do it, the better chance you have of being in a kind of relaxed, receptive state. If you start thinking about your to-do list, worst of all, if you start checking social media or checking your email, your mind gets active, your ego gets triggered, and all of a sudden you're thinking actively about all of these things. If you do it first thing in the morning, you have a much better chance of reaching that state of no thought. The next tip, start small. Use a timer, do it for a minute. And when you get comfortable doing it for a minute a day, then try 2 minutes. Most people have a timer on the phone, so just build up. Ideally, 15 to 20 minutes every morning is the best, but you don't have to get there immediately, just build up. Another huge tip that I learned from my mentor is don't judge. Don't judge your meditations. You're going to feel different every day. Every day is going to be a different experience. So whatever you experience, just accept it, okay? That was today's meditation. I did it. That's the most important thing. He used to say that the only bad meditation is the one you don't do. So just commit to the daily practice. Don't worry about if everyone's perfect. Okay, now here's the number one thing that most people get wrong about doing this simple method of meditation. They go into each meditation expecting something to happen, expecting to get answers, to get some kind of message. Now, those messages, those answers may come. It's not going to be often, but they may come during the meditation. The important thing is not to expect an answer or a solution or some big aha to come during the meditation. When you go into a meditation with those kind of expectations, you're kind of ruining the vibration and not getting the point of why you're doing the meditation. So just relax. Do the daily meditation without expectation, without judgment, and focus on the routine, focus on the habit. The cumulative effect of meditating this way is far more powerful than some kind of aha burning bush moment that you might get during a meditation. Answers usually come when we least expect them. Have you ever noticed that answers and solutions and inspirations come when you're doing the dishes or in the shower or while you're driving? It's because in those situations, your consciousness, you're in a little different state of consciousness. You're more open and receptive, and there are gaps there in your thinking for the universe, for your higher self, your guides, to get some information to you. People often ask me, what about guided meditations? Guided meditations are great. I love doing them. I love following them. I love creating them for others. But the purpose of a guided meditation is different than this simple ancient method that I shared with you in this video. If I were to guide you to Lemuria, to meet Mother Tree, who is the spiritual heart of Lemuria, and I guided you to receive a message from Mother Tree, that would be a valuable experience. But that one experience, that one meditation, is not going to change your life. You're not going to experience some huge shift in consciousness because of a single meditation. The simple ancient method of meditation that I shared with you in this video, that will change your life because you're making it part of your daily routine. You're making it a habit. You are enjoying the benefits of that cumulative effect over time. It's the daily practice that makes it powerful. You've probably heard this before. You are what you do regularly, not what you do occasionally. And that's true whether it's yoga or exercise or eating healthy or meditating. You consciously create your life by what you do daily. And so I invite you to start experimenting with this Lemurian form of meditation today. Remember, keep it simple, don't judge, do it every day. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments, so give this method a try. Let me know how it feels, or if you've been actually doing this for a while, let me know what kind of effects or results you've seen in your life. And if you'd like me to create a full-on audio or video tutorial about meditating in this way, because there's a lot more information I could share, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and until I see you again, I send you my love and light from Lemuria. Aloha.